Evening people, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we've got the final round of P1RC's Gr2 Thursday League. As you can see at the top of the screen there, it says P1RC Gr2 final round. Thank you darksmoka, and then that word which I'm not going to say because I'll probably get banned or something, but it's a friendly term, don't worry about that. The guys just give me a little bit of a thank you back. Appreciate that, boys. Okay, so we're still waiting for one or two to get in. So GR2's Nissan versus Honda versus Lexus tonight, a team event. I'm hoping we get a full lobby. It's been pretty full most weeks. We've got Ghost Realm, Luke Doherty, P1RC, Scooby, Baggy, Raoul, Valium, Benny, Manny, Mockin, Rear Wheel and Reg GT. Let's see who else turns up. I think they're going to start quality at 9:05, so a couple more minutes yet. I think a few of the guys are out on track anyway. Can I do something with that comment? Yes, I can. Not that, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do either. I thought I could pin that. Alright, never mind. So, 15-minute quali, 2 20-minute races for you lot. Let me just pull up the points. What we doing with them? Oh, why would you send me a message right at the moment I'm pressing the screen? Right. So, like I say, it's a team event, Nissan, Honda, Lexus. We've had Nissan pretty much leading the way since race 1. They're sitting on 706 points at the minute. Lexus are on, what's that saying, 628, and Honda unfortunately are on 525. So Honda have had a few drivers not appearing a couple of weeks, which has caused a few issues. Don Dotter just saying he's going to be a couple of minutes. Yeah, I might make. Oh, not these. Sorry, he's not going to make the first race. He's going to make the second race. A little bit of a shame. So yeah, 15-minute quali, 2 20-minute races for you guys. Fuel and tyre wear is on 1, so not a lot to worry about in that sense. We are at the Sarthe though. It's a tricky track at the best of times, these rear-wheel drive GR2s. If anyone was watching last night in the Bathurst 120, will know that these cars are a little bit loose at low speeds, just because they're not getting the downforce that they need to stick them to the road. So, Ghost Realm then, our lobby host, starting quali. 15 minutes, well, that's going to be 1 out lap and 2 hot laps. They're going to be 3 or 4 minute. Oh, they are GR2s. Oh no, they might be a bit quicker than that actually. Let me look at the individual points while they all just get themselves out the pits. So, leading the way is the Nissan driver Raoul Baba. He's sitting on 237 points. Nissan driver in second as well. P1RC, he's on, I've been told I've got to adjust his points, 193 points I think he's on. Just double check that. 194 points, sorry. Just say 199 on the screen, but it's not, it's 194. Reg GT in third. Who's the other driver I've got to make amends for? Oh, it's Reg. Oh, I've got that wrong, sorry. Reg is in second, 194 points. Dizzy in third with 186 points. So yeah, the score actually a little bit back to front for me, but yeah, corrected for you. In fourth place then, first of the Nissan drivers, the Lexus drivers, Dylan Kjorten. 172 points. Walking Week's 5th is also in a Lexus, he's on 170 points. Luke Doherty, Team Nissan, 112 points in 6th. P1 Don driving for Honda, 99 points in 7th. Valiant Rage driving for Team Nissan, 9th place, 90 points. Rear Wheel in 10th, oh sorry, in 9th, in the Honda. Rear Wheel, oh yeah, so that puts Valiant Rage in 8th, not 9th, what am I talking about? So 9th for Rear Wheel, 72, 84 points. 10th for Scooby, he's on 81 points. Team Nissan, 11th place. Team Lexus Ghost Realm Gaming on 78 points. Team Honda 12th with Baggy, he's on 60 points. Team Lexus in 13th with Sticky Boy, 59 points. Lexus in 14th as well with Fizz Ruckus, 58 points. Manny bringing it up the back of the pack. Team Honda, he's on 56 points. So still positions can be had across tonight's 2 races. Let's get ourselves on track as the guys are just about to start their hot laps. So I did see the guys in the lobby last night, didn't have time to stop, but they were actually already racing when I joined, so these are out laps, although they're still going pretty quick. Doherty trying to battle his way past Benny already. So crossing the line then to start the first of the hot laps. The Nissans and the Hondas have looked slightly better here. I say Nissan and Lexus have been slightly better at most of these tracks than the Hondas. Wasn't so bad last week, the Hondas didn't do too bad. Benny risking it with 2 wheels off the track there. Have I got a track map for the Sarthe? Let's have a dig through some papers, shall we? So we have got the chicanes down the Moulin Straight. I can tell you that's the Moulin Straight for sure. We've got the chicanes engaged tonight, so rather than the 5.5 mile straight you may have seen in other races, we've chucked the left and the right chicane in here tonight. Just make it a little bit more tricky for the drivers. Here we go then, track map. Coming up towards the second chicane, Florendier chicane, and heading down towards this little Moulin kink. So nice long laps. What were they putting on out laps? 3:47s. So yeah, long laps tonight. Plenty of places to overtake at this track as well. Benefiting then after his attack in quali on Benny. He's now down in 3rd position on track. So to Indianapolis they come. Speared just about there by a driver, we'll mention no names. Ooh. Porsche curve. Again, this one can be tricky. Doherty running the slipstream of Valiant Rage now. Let's see what Benny's going to do. He's going to be the first to cross the line. Through the new Maison Blanche. Down towards the Ford chicane. Again, a couple of little awkward turns coming up. There, and another one coming up. Easy to get those two wrong. Let's see what Benny's going to put in then. First of the hot lappers, puts in a 3:36. Doherty, 3:42. Valium's got it all wrong. P1RC has gone quicker. Where's Dizzy gone? Come back here. Kilton's joined the room. Good to see. So P1RC had gone quicker, 3:36.4. But Raul CM Baba has just taken that off him, 3:36.1. We have got Dylan Kilton in the room now. He better be quick. Get himself a couple of hot laps in. So that's pretty much everyone who's not across the line, who's that way at the back. Sorry if that made you go a little bit epileptic. I forgot what I was doing. I was looking at the track map, not the who's that. Rear wheel 72 right down in 11th place at the minute. Still on his outlap. Valiant Rage decided to start again. At the tail of Reg GT. So heading down towards these awkward chicanes then. Valiant Rage just giving Reg GT a little bit of a nudge down here. Chicanes, you may see one or two off-track moments here. They're a little bit awkward. You think you can take all that curb as you can on a lot of other tracks, but the second all four wheels are across the white line. You'll see on this next chicane coming up, there's a white line about a foot, maybe 2 foot away from the curb, and if you get all four wheels the other side of that, you're off track. Duco, how you doing, brother? Yeah, you see these white lines? Yeah. Get all four wheels across that, that's it, it's a penalty for you. Horrible track for penalties, this one. I'll be very surprised if anybody gets around here scot-free. So left to wait to see if anyone can take that pole position off of Raul. So currently it's Nissan in pole, Nissan second, Honda third, Lexus fourth, Nissan fifth, Lexus in sixth, Honda seventh, Honda eighth, Honda ninth, Lexus in 10th, Nissan in 11th, Nissan in 12th, and Lexus down in 13th. Dylan has only just joined the lobby though, so he's still got to put a couple of hot ones in. See if he can get himself up that grid order. Wow, then getting a bit of a toe off Scooby along that straight towards the Porsche curve. Back out of that so as not to take himself and Scooby out. He's got purple sectors. So some team strategy coming in here. Scooby come punching a hole through the air for Raul CM Baba. Let's see if he keeps that purple sector as he comes across the line. Last chicane to go. So there's 2 chicanes to go. Got then Raul. So no quicker, 3:36.5. Dizzy now in the pits. The boys rocking a great big darksmoka logo on their rear wing by the look of it. Thank you, boys. So Benny third, then 3:36.6. That's just about quarter of a second slower than Dizzy's time. GT in 4th, then 3:36.7. Mocking 3:37.6. Oh, getting those first chicanes all wrong. Scooby in 6th, 3:38.8. P1 Baggy in 7th, 3:40.5. No wheel 3:40.5 as well. Luke Doherty on a 3:41.4. Manny, he's on a 3:43.5. Valium Rage, he had to put a hot one in. His outlap is a 3:49.7. Just into the purple sector though. Penalty, it looked like he got all 4 wheels off the track on the way into that chicane. Could have been wrong. So, yeah, you can imagine this whole straight is only those little chicanes that break it up. Without those, you could probably make yourself a little sandwich on the way up here. Spread your bread and everything. Jam out the lot. Purple sectors from Dylan now. Where is he? So this is his first hot lap. He just enters this Moulin straight then. Unfortunately, he's got nobody in front to gain a toe from, but still putting in purple sectors nonetheless. Throwing that Lexus into the first of those chicanes. Another purple sector, quarter of a second quicker. Picked up half a second penalty though, a little bit too hot into that first chicane then. So he's got to lose that penalty. Try and keep those purples up as well. So we are about 14 minutes into quali. The guys will just about get to finish this lap that they're on. Depending how much of a tight wad Ghost Realm Gaming is. I know if it was Raoul's lobby, you would get about 15, maybe 17 seconds. So he's pulled a bit more time. He's still got that penalty to lose. And we'll just spend a little bit of time with Dylan while we wait for everyone else to come through the back half of the track. Start there, come across the line so we can check the times. So still purple sector, still got a penalty though. Where's he going to lose that? Alright, so it looks like we're not going to get much time at all. Dylan might not even get to finish this lap. We're not, so Raoul's going to take pole, Dizzy 2nd, Benny 3rd, Red GT 4th, Luke Doherty 5th, Mockin in 6th, Scooby 7th, Rear Wheel 8th, Ghost Realm in 10th, 9th, sorry, Baggy in 10th, and we'll catch up with the others in a second. No problem, boys. P1 Baggy in 10th, Valium Rage in 11th, Manny in 12th, and unfortunately Dylan Kilton at the back of the pack in 13th. But I know he's quick, we'll see how he gets on. So 20-minute race 1, we go into reverse grid race 2 straight after this. I say straight after it, a few seconds after. So it's not a bad view. So they're away. I didn't get to see the lights, but they're away. Oh, a little bit of sideways action from the 2 Nissan drivers at the front. Coming under pressure from the guys in the Lexus and the Honda as well as they come towards turn 1. So into Ford, Rousey and Baba sideways through there. Benny hot on his tail, Reg GT in 3rd then, so it's Nissan, Lexus, Honda. Bumper to bumper as they head round here, nowhere to go for anyone. Dizzy in 4th in the Nissan, chased pretty closely by Luke Doherty, also Team Nissan. Someone picking up a penalty there, who's that? P1RC picking up half a second penalty. Taking a little bit too much of the Dunlop curve. Doherty then, looking to get past Diz. Side by side as they come into the chicane. Let's see what's happening up front. Benny's taken the lead. The Lexus has managed to get past Raoul using the slipstream. Raoul's coming straight back at him on the exit of the arch chicane. He's got the inside line into the next one as well. Reg GT's in the slipstream with Benny as well, now closing up. Some good camera angles down here. PlayStation. Reg GT now on the inside of Raoul, looking to get the move done into the chicane. 3 wide into here. How they managed to keep that without smashing each other off the track, I don't know, but Reg GT is forcing his way through to the front. And he's got the lead. How long can he keep it? So through the kink then, heading down towards Mulsanne. So long straights here. Positions will swap a lot. Rousey and Baba back up into the top spot then. A little bit of concertina effect. Reg GT clattering into... Sorry, Benny clattering into Reg GT, and in turn he clattered into Rousey and Baba. So slowed all 3 of them down. That's slowed Luke Doherty and P1RC back into this fight. So top 5 made a bit of a break. 1.8 seconds over 6th place. Mocking Weeks in the background there in the Lexus. Chased very closely by Dylan Kilton. He's had a blind already up to 7th. On the heels of Mocking Weeks. He'll be on lap 1 as well. He's run himself a bit wide though. And who's that in the background? There's a Nissan off in the background. We'll catch up with that in a second. Let's find out who that was. It's Luke Doherty. Luke Doherty now down at the back of the pack, so getting it all wrong into Indianapolis. It is an awkward corner. It's can be easily mistaken for one of the other corners on the track. I know that's exactly what happened to me. I got speared by another driver. I think it was a completely different turn. So Benny leading then, half a second he's got over Raoul. And there's a bit of a gap back to Dizzy. What's happened to Reg? Where's Reg gone from 3rd? Reg is down in 11th, so whether Reg and Luke Doherty had it coming together. That I missed just as they were coming into Indianapolis. They were close enough for it to happen. So Reg GT getting caught up in that then. He's down in 11th position at the minute. He won't be happy with that. So we've got a German 1-2 then. Benny and Raoul, I believe they're cousins. Fighting it out now for top spot. Raoul just popping his way through as they head down towards Tertre Rouge. Through there cleanly then. Back onto the Moulin straight. Can Benny gain the time back? He's lost to Raoul. He's still within slipstream range. He's got 3 very long straights coming up. Still quite tightly packed together. Oh, actually pulling a little bit of time from Benny there. Dizzy still holding to his penalty in 3rd position. Dylan also, wow, Dylan's up to 4th. He's got a penalty though as well. Right under the rear wing of Dizzy as they head up the second part of the Moulin straight. He's gone defensive into this, oh no he's not, sorry, into this next chicane. I thought he had, but he's not. Still going to make a move. No, he's not. He's going to drop his penalty though while he sits behind Diz. So on board with Dylan as he looks to now take that place off. Oh, he's not doing it. There's a little bit of bump drafting going on. So looking to try and catch up to P1 and P2 then, are P3 and P4. Now going for the move. Hard on the brakes into Mulsanne. Difficult corner again. Easy to get the power down a little bit too early and spin the rear tyres up. How long have I been commentating now? A year and a bit. Year and a half. Yeah, a year and a half. That's how long I've been commentating. So I've got P1RC coming back at Dillon. Slipstream coming into effect massively down these long straights. This is where we saw Dillon, Luke Doherty off track. And I believe this is where Reg GT got clattered as well. Dylan Kjorten back up into third though, going for a lunge down the inside of P1RC. So down this straight down towards the Porsche curve. So no more bump drafting for P1RC and Dylan. It's all about positions now. This might just allow P1, P2 to disappear up the road. Let's just go on with Benny. He's pulled a little bit of time back on Raoul. Got it back down to 0.7. Oh, tyres on the grass though for Benny. He still pulled time back on Raoul in front. So now he's in the slipstream as they head down towards these awkward chicanes to finish lap 2. Still keeps the gap at half a second. To be sticking right in that slipstream, keep that yellow Nissan right in the centre of your screen there, Benny. I know he's your cousin, but get him. So Dylan's up into third. He's managed to pull a gap from P1RC. He's right on the tail of Benny now. He's got half a second to third place. So the Lexus are looking strong here tonight. Also purple sectors for Dylan. He's doing that in quali, so he's had a blinder of a first race already. And don't forget to vote for driver of the day, people. It is your choice. I give you a little bit of it could be this guy, it could be that guy. These are my thoughts, but it's up to you guys to give your votes for driver of the day. You get 2 extra points in the championship. So this just been dropped 1.7 seconds back now in 4th position. Mocking Weeks in 5th, 3.3 back. He's got a bit of a gap back to Valiant Rage, 1.8 seconds. He's got Scooby right on his tail. Reg GT's managed to get himself back up into 8th position already though, after being down in 11th. So made up a couple of positions. So the slipstream of those Nissans in front. Lose that penalty as well. Does so into the chicane. Has closed that gap right down on Valiant Rage and Scooby in front, so now he is in the slipstream of those 2 Nissans. Close that gap up on those. Oh, he's actually just outside, is he? Yeah, he's actually losing a bit of time to the Nissans. Getting the toe off each other. Possibly compromising each other when they come to the turns, as you can see. Reg GT now definitely tucked under the rear wing of that Nissan at Valiant Rage. Pulls out to make a move. He's trying getting enough momentum to get tucked under the wing of Scooby now. A bit too far back. Still side by side with Valiant. Indianapolis, little bit of contact again. Valiant Rage off track, possibly the same corner he got hit at before. Yeah, Valiant Rage doing the right thing, hanging back and letting Reg GT back on track. Doesn't help his points chances though. Back down into 9th for Reg GT, won't be happy with that at all. In the meantime, Dylan Kjorten, sneaky from last to first. We are only into lap 3 as well. So 10.5 minutes gone. Dylan Kjorten's gone from 13th position to 1st position. Can he start pulling a gap from Raoul behind him? Raoul's kryptonite. There's Dylan Kjorton. We might have to paint him green. So he's got 0.7 of a second, 0.6, just coming down a little bit then as they begin lap 4. Raoul's second. He's got to worry about Benny behind her. Benny's right on his tail. So Team Lexus looking for maximum points here tonight. He's closed that gap back up a little bit, got it back down to 1.3. Mocking Weeks, he's lost a bit more time, 4.7 seconds back. A third of the Lexus drivers sitting in 5th position. So yeah, a lot of drivers picking up these penalties. I did say I don't think anyone will get away with a race round here tonight without picking one up. Could be wrong. Baggy's up into 7th. Chased pretty closely by rear wheel though. Picking up a penalty. Yeah, I thought he went a bit wide on that turn. Can't even see rear wheel. He's that close to Baggy. Right to the slipstream as they head into. Oh, both drivers getting it wrong through there. Both drivers being reset. Baggy power down too early, spinning the rear tyres up on that Honda. That's put him down in 12th at the minute. He's still got a bit of a gap back to Manny Affec, but Manny's coming at race pace. Baggy, unfortunately, he's going to lose this position. So he's now sitting at the back of the pack for Bags. Yeah, those two Honda drivers just coming into the first chicane a little bit hot, I think. Dylan Kjorton in the meantime. It's like I look away and he decides to skip up the road a little bit. He's now gained 1.6 seconds over Raoul. Still holding a little bit of a penalty, but he can lose that. Purple sectors as well, Dylan. Whatever the German swear words are, Raoul's saying them. Benny's been having his 3rd position come under pressure here from Diz. Sneaking around the outside, down towards Indianapolis. He's got the inside into the next turn. Gets through there cleanly. Very difficult corner. Knowing where to brake for that corner is a little bit tricky. You come absolutely tearing around the first section. You have to stamp the brakes on literally as you just hit the kink. If you get it wrong, it's you and whoever's in the vicinity, you're off into the sand pit. So Dizzy then holding 3rd. Can Benny get that back? Looking to get that position done now as they head down towards the Porsche curve. He's got to run Diz around the outside, losing his penalty as he does so. It's a good drive in between those two. Benny just winning out, able to carry a little bit more speed through there than Diz. Just got to stick with him though. Doesn't want to lose him before the Moulin Straight. Moulin Mulsanne Straight, that's the one. I don't know why I said Moulin, it's Mulsanne. So, Dylan, he's not managed to pull it out any more time. He has put in another purple lap, 1:34.8 for Dylan. Still holding 1.4 seconds from Raoul. He has dropped a bit of that penalty as well. Gained a couple of tenths through there. It's just starting to open up at the front then. Some big gaps starting to develop. A little side-by-side action between Luke Doherty and Ghost Realm. Doherty just picking up a bit of a penalty. We were in 10th then, yeah, so some big gaps. It is a long track. Might look like they're quite close together on screen, but on the little track map at the top there, they aren't, have you seen? It does look like there's chaos going on at the chicane. It's just the way the cars turn. So who have we lost? Have we lost Baggy? Yeah, I think Baggy's left. I know he's not feeling the best at the minute. And after that little incident, might just tipped him over. No worries, Bags, get yourself on stream, brother. So, Dylan Curtin pulled a couple more tenths over Raoul, 1.7. Dropped another tenth of his penalty as well, so having a good stint at the minute. RCM Baba. So he's got 1.8 over Benny. Again, penalty. A penalty for Benny, penalty for Diz. Has everyone got a penalty? Marking weeks are not currently. Scooby not currently. We'll see at the end though, we'll see at the end. If they've got a little red dot next to their time on the right hand side, then they picked up a penalty at some point. Red GT clean at the minute, he's in 7th as well. He's had 2 pretty bad incidents. Off tracking both of them into the sand pit. And he's actually only 20 seconds back from the leader. Not saying he's going to get the job done before the end of the race, because that's a tall order with only 3 minutes to go. But not actually doing too bad, but only to being 20 seconds back. Was fighting with Raoul and Benny for top spot as well. So Ghost Realms managed to pull a bit more time over Luke Doherty. These guys were side by side a second ago. Luke Doherty picking up big chunks of penalty. Ghost Realm's clean, no penalty for Ghost Realm at the minute. 72 in 10th then. Yeah, 6 seconds either way for rear wheel. Manny in 11th. Again, just all these drivers, most of these drivers having a little bit of a race of their own at the minute. Not a lot of action kicking off. Dylan Curtin pulling more time over Raoul. So 2 minutes left on the clock. This will be the final lap then. Looking comfortable for Dylan, he's pulling out more time, 2.2 seconds over Raoul. He's lost his penalty though. Did Dylan lose his? No, Dylan's still got his little bit of a penalty, just dropped it there. Raoul clean as well on this final lap. But he's got to try and lose that 1.8. How far back's P1RC? Only 2.1 seconds. Yeah, he'll think about losing a bit of that, just in case P1RC can close that gap up. Get it below 1.8, he'll take the position off Benny when they cross the line. So Dizzy then in 4th position. He's also got to lose that penalty. That will come off his time as well at the end of the race. That does actually give Benny, what was he holding penalty? 3.3 seconds. Benny, what have you done? We need to drop that ASAP. It's going to be a little bit difficult one for him now. Trying to lose that 3 seconds. And to try and keep the position from P1RC, who has lost another 10th. Gap down to 1.8. So this position, if it stays like this, will be P1RC's. Benny will lose it because of the 3.1 second penalty he's holding. Drops another 10th through there. So it is down to 0.5. Closest fights are the guys at the front. We've got some action here. Rear wheel 72 closing in on Luke Doherty for 9th position. Wriggling under braking then, the Nissan hard on the brakes into these chicanes. Rear wheel sticking right with him. So the time has ticked over. We are into the final lap. Let's get ourselves on board with race leader at the minute. Why won't you let me get on? There we go. So Dylan Curtin, he came into the lobby late. Got one out lap, We've got half a practice lap, a hot lap. Started at the back of the pack in 13th position, fought his way up, well, he was up into 7th in lap 1. And then managed to battle his way through the rest of the pack, pile the pressure on the drivers in front and take the lead. He's lost a bit of his lead though, he was at 2 seconds, it's now at 1.7. He's only got a couple of corners to go, as long as he doesn't make a great big mistake through one of these chicanes. He should take the win, should Dylan, in race 1. So through the first chicane. Hard on the brakes, down into 2nd for the next one. Nice and easy round the final turn. Over to the pit wall to say thank you to his team. Takes the win for race 1 then for Dylan. Good bit of driving. CM Baba takes 2nd. Dizzy 3rd. Benny handbraking it across the line for 4th. Mocking Weeks in 5th. So good points for Team Lexus. Scooby comes home in 6th. Handbrake across the line for him. Thank you. Reg GT tried a little bit too late for the old handbrake there. 7th place for Reg. Ghost Realm Gaming coming through that final chicane then, trying to drop that penalty. So 8th position and the handbrake across the line from himself. Thank you, Luke Doherty. Losing his penalty, rear wheel gets through then. Rear wheel takes 9th, Luke Doherty takes 10th. Manny Rage has already crossed the line and Manny Afek is going to come home in 11th. So just the chicanes to go then for Manny. Valium Rage has already crossed the line, so Valium comes home in 12th. Not having the best of nights, Valium. Oh yes, everyone picking up a penalty. Red dots all over the place. Alex. Yeet. Yep. But well done, Dylan Kjorton. Stormer from last to first. Can't say any better than that, can you really? Finals night as well. Putting on a show for us tonight, Dylan. And now he's got to do it all again. Reverse grid. It's going to be slightly harder due to the fact that it's a rolling start for race 2, which means the cars are slightly more spread out on the grid when they actually kick off. Where they're going to be, where they're going to be. You might even see 1 or 2 cars still coming through those final couple of chicanes when they actually kick the race off for race 2. Yeah, rolling start, reverse grid based on previous results. Is Baggy going to come back for race 2? Is Diz managed to get himself in the lobby? Not Diz, Don Dotter. Can't see him. Where are you, Don? Said he might be able to make race 2. Yeah, apart from the 1 or 2 little incidents, which at those speeds, and it did seem to be Indianapolis corner both times actually. And it is an awkward turn, like I say. It can trick a lot of people into thinking it's a different corner, or to you thinking it's a different corner on track. You think it's kinking right and then turning right, 90-degree right, and it doesn't. It kinks right and then turns left, and you're on completely the wrong line, and you just have a little panic moment, and then you get speared into the sand. We're not talking about it. We're not talking about it. So, not too sure when they're going to start race 2. Nothing up on the chat at the minute about time-wise. I would have thought they'll give us possibly 4 minutes-ish, 5 minutes-ish till about 10 to 10. Let me get some juice down my neck while we wait. So how are we all doing anyway, people? Dockety's saying he hates the game. Baggy, how you doing, mate? I'm not having the best of nights, I see. I'm guessing you're not taking part in race 2 either, by the look of it. Still no sign of Don either. Come on, Don Dotter. Get yourself in. Pile the pressure on these front boys. Come on. Still no time up. Alright. Yeah. So I would have thought it's going to be 10-2. Valiant Rage and Reg GT just having a little chat about their off-track action. Some good side-by-side racing between them. And myself and Luke Doherty as well until they ended up off track. So I don't know whether anyone else is heard. It's another 2 weeks of lockdown for us Leicester Lepers due to the old can't say it. Can't say it, I got turned off. Yeah, another 2 weeks. No one leaving the city. I've heard at holiday resorts and holiday places they're actually checking people's IDs. How mental is that? Right. Someone's kicking off here. I'm not seeing all the chat here. Sure I'm not. I'm not, damn it. George. Sorry, George, if you've been... Sorry if you're still there. There's kicking arse. Yeah, I had it on top chat for some reason, so it's missed out a couple of the comments. They've been throwing themselves up on the screen, as in, you know, someone's commented, but they've not showing up. So yeah, shout out to Diz. Smash them up, Diz. Baggy, yeah, cheers for being such a great host as usual, mate. No problem, Bags, no problem. Repping the boys in the sim racing community. So, let me just have a look. Anything from Don? Is he saying he's like 35 seconds away? Let me just kick the cat out of my seat. Who the hell is Christopher T. Houston? What time are we starting this race, Ghost Realm? It's now 52. Luke Doherty, evening mate. Yeah, I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. Better than you at the minute. Cursing out the Gran Turismo Sport. What are you doing? Can't hate the game. Evening, Manny. Who's that? Who's that going to be? Let me have a guess. Who's that going to be? Nissan driver. I'm going to go for Diz. Let's do the old burnouts. There you go. Going for an actual practice lap. Grabbed himself a 0.5 for that off-track action there then. Goes for a drift across the line, doesn't quite make it. I thought we had synchronised pirouetting them from the Nissan boys, but no, it's just a great big yellow mess. See, great big yellow mess. It's like someone's given bananas life. They don't know what to do with it. Just rolling about on the floor. Alive, a banana, I'm alive. Ah, that's what he's doing. Oh, now you're being sensible, Valiant Rage. Right, looks like we are about to start race 2 then. So reverse grid. Start as well. The cars spread out a little bit more in race 2. He's just seen how to pick up a penalty. So we're in a few more seconds. Unfortunately, no Dom Dotter, no P1 Baggy. Negotiate a turn. Let's kind of try and see where Dylan Kilton is when the lines drop. So again, he's going to start from the back of the pack. He's got to negotiate these chicanes as well before he even actually crosses the line. So all over the back end is ready to get himself in front. So Valiant Rage leads us away for race 2, then Manny Affex second, Doherty in third, in fourth, Ghost Realm in fifth, Rich GT in sixth. He'll be looking to make amends from race 1. His own doing, Scooby in seventh, Mocky Weeks in eighth, Ben in ninth. Drivers all over Scooby at the minute. Round in 10th, Dylan up into 11th. He's got himself past Diz. This is looking to get the position back straight away. Down the inside, they are side by side as they head down into this chicane. He's getting in front. Sticks with him. He's just going back on the next straight. Side by side into the turn, a little bit of contact. Dylan doing well not to go flying into the sandpit. Still side by side between these two drivers. Dylan Coulton actually winning out there. Diz having to push that position back to him. Penalty for that off-track action as well. P1 Diz battling it out. This could be a long race for these two. Losing time to the drivers in front as well with this battling. So back up to the front, Valiant Rage then. He's pulled out 2.3 second lead. Luke Doherty, second place. Also Team Nissan. Being hounded by Manny though as they come down towards Mulsanne. So this is the turn that can be mistaken for Indianapolis. It's just that little kick before it, you think, oh yeah, I know it's turning. Oh no, it's not. Oh, and you just like Captain Ahab chopping at the wheel. So Manny third, then back around and Ghost Realm and Rear Wheel trying to battle it out for fourth and fifth. Side by side then as they come down towards Indianapolis. Ghost Realm holding on to that position. Moves that off in the background. That's Benny. Benny in the Lexus. Possibly doing exactly what I thought, just mistaking the wrong turn. Losing the wrong time, all those positions. CJ, evening brother, how you doing, mate? Big train of cars coming down here. Two Lexus drivers getting a bit fighty, Benny and Dylan. Dylan winning race 1, coming from the back of the pack, 13th first. He's having to do the same in race 2 as well. He's up into 9th already. Quiet, am I? Ah, okay. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that right now. Hopefully that's a bit better. I've just pushed the mic a little bit closer to my gob. So, Team Nissan in P1 and P2. Team Honda in P3. Not quite sure who's in P4 yet. Ghost Realm Gaming's got the inside line. Can Rear Wheel running around the outside? No. Just that position from Rear Wheel, from Reg GT though. Reg GT in 6th, got Mocking Weeks pretty close behind him. So this is a very similar setup to how CJ was running last night. Nice. Cheers CJ. So Raoul in 8th then. Hot on the tail of that big pile of Nissans and Lexus in front. There's a Honda squeezed in there as well. So Dylan up into 9th at the back of the pack. 1.9 back from Raoul. Let's see if he can close that gap down. He's got to drop that penalty as well though. 15 minutes into this race. Benny 10th after his off-track action into Indianapolis. Dylan chopping all of that turn off. I'll be surprised if he doesn't pick up another penalty for that. There you go, quick second for him. Taking out one of the green track markers as well. Oh, yeah, I bet he did. No, it's not 2 hours of this, mate. Oh, we've got a big pile of cars heading into the second chicane. So, right, melee going on here. Who have we got? On board with Mocking Weeks then, he's got Rousey and Baba getting bigger in his rear view mirror as they head down towards Mulsanne. He's got his car right in the middle of the track. Does Raoul go for a move? Let's see what's happening in front as well. Reg GT holding on to 5th. Valiant Rage has got that turn wrong though. Slowed him right down. He was race leader. He's now down in 5th. He's got 6th. Rousey and Baba just taking that position off him, coming through at a faster pace. dragging. Who else is that? Oh, sorry, wrong ball with Mocking Week's got Valiant Rage and Rousey and Baba fighting it out for this position down here. So into Indianapolis again. Rousey and Baba winning out there, holding on to 5th. Mocking Week's so close to punting Raoul off. He's had a good run out, he's managed to get past Ghost Realm. So Ghost Realm getting the second part of that turn completely wrong then. And Raoul up into, oh sorry, Ghost Realm gaining it, held on to it. Oh, he's run himself off track there though. So Raoul does get himself up into 4th. Mocking Week's 5th. Valiant Rage 6th. We're in 7th. Benny up into 8th. Oh, a lot of drivers running wide there. They're going to pick up penalties for that. Benny going down the inside of rear wheel, trying to just do this time into the chicane. Nice move. Oh, a little bit deep. Slowed him down a little bit. He's lost his penalty through there as well. So, what's that? P1RC putting in a purple lap then, 3:37.7. Let's get ourselves up front. So, Valiant Rage was leading the race. His off-track action has allowed Luke Doherty to come through to take the race lead. Now 6.5 seconds up the road from Reg GT, who's got himself up into 2nd. So, redemption starting to come right for Reg GT. He has got to fend off Raoul for that position though. Raoul's looking pretty damn quick in that Nissan. Just heading on to the fastest part of the circuit as well. Reg will be very lucky to hold on to this position down here. Raoul already going for a move around the outside. He'll probably get the position done before they even get into the first chicane. Trying to drop the toe. GT manages to stick with him, losing his penalty at the same time. So hopefully Reg GT can stick with Raoul. They can slowly close that gap up on Luke Doherty from 1.4 seconds back to 4th place Manny, coming under pressure from Mocking Weeks though for that position. Side by side as they head down towards the 2nd chicane. Rear wheel just got his nose in front. Sorry, Mocking just got his nose in front. Got the inside line though, but Mocking's already too far in front. So Mocking 4th, then Manny 5th, Manny and Rage in 6th, Benny 7th. So Benny's also pushing his way through the pack. Raoul doing the best so far. Into 2nd. So lots of side-by-side action as they head up these long straights. Pile of cars trying to run through there. Difficult to get 2 cars around there, let alone 4. So Manny holding on to that 4th position just. Valiant Rage in 5th, Mocking Weeks now in 6th. Yeah, positions changing again. Valiant Rage now into 4th, Mocking Weeks at 5th. Manny Affleck 6th. So one little straight they've done that. Benny's looking to get that position as well. He's tried around the outside, he's now going down the inside. Dropping his penalty again. Benny up into 6th. Manny pushed down another position, 7th. P1RC hot on his tail now. He might lose that 7th to Dizzy. Heading down towards the Porsche curve then. Chucks himself around the outside, Diz. Able to get it done through there. Oh, he has done though. And he's got it a little bit wrong. That's allowed P1RC through. It might allow Scooby around the outside. Has Scooby just run himself wide? No, he hasn't. Oh, just keeping on track there. He's lost a position to rear wheel 72 though. Just coming into that section a little bit too hot. Chasing down Manny Affleck, trying to get that position, just allowed rear wheel through. So Scooby then pushed down into 9th. He won't be happy with that. Oh, who's that's got that chicane all wrong? So Benny 9th. Sure he was higher up the grid. Ghost Realm Game in 10th. It might have been Ghost Realm we've just seen off in the chicane. It might have been Manny. Manny's down in 11th then. Dylan Curtin coming through to take that position off him. Round the outside. So Dylan's still got a lot of work to do. He's now 20 seconds back from race leader. Purple lap though, he's put fastest lap of the race in. But only 8 minutes to try and make an attack on those drivers up front. A lot of work to do for Dylan. Not quite working out the same in race 2 as it did in race 1. They're still chucking in purple sectors though. That was another quarter of a second. He's just chopped off through sector 1 alone. So Luke Doherty's lead has been reduced down to 4.9 seconds. Still a lot of work for Raoul to close that gap down. 7.5 minutes left. Reg GT is bolted onto the back end of Raoul. I just don't think the Honda's got the legs to make the moves on the Nissan or the Lexus. Not without a poor exit from the Nissan or the Lexus. Honda just struggles a little bit. Reg GT doing a fantastic job of actually keeping up with everyone else on track. Has been one of the front runners in the Lexus, in the Honda team. You can see absolutely planted to Raoul's rear end, just unable to make the move. So he's got to wait for a little bit of a mistake from Raoul to try and get past him. Slightly better run down here, down towards Indianapolis. But still unable to close that gap. I'm not sure if there's a little bit of bump drafting going on. Let's see if we can get on board. Let's see whether they're nudging each other down the track to try and close upon Luke. But they might not have to. Luke's just got the turn wrong. Indianapolis, he's lost a bit of time. 3 seconds the gap now. It was 4.4. GT a little bit too far back for the old bump drafting at the minute. Closing up on Raoul slowly. So into the Porsche curves then. 6 minutes left on the clock. This is quite a light car, the Honda. It just doesn't have the legs with the settings that are in this lobby. Yeah, Reg about the only guy that's able to corral these things round with any kind of pace. Don Dotter as well, unfortunately he's unable to make tonight. I think he's had a bag of potatoes delivered as well, so I believe he's got his internet sorted. Right, so let me jump out of this view. What are the times saying? So the gap between Luke Doherty and Raoul Siembaba is now 2.2 seconds. Reg GT still bolted onto the tail end of Raoul. So Raoul and Reg could be closing in. Manny Rage has now left the room. Not sure what's happened there. So can these two close that gap up enough? They'll have 2 more laps. I'll get this one and 1 more. Holding 4th then. He's only got just over half a second back to P1 Diz. That gap will probably come down, yeah, just in the slipstream zone then. Diz is slowly closing in on Mockin. Dragging Benny with him in 6th. So Benny slowly working his way back up the order. Scooby 7th, 1.4 seconds back. And in the background we've got Dylan Curtin, Ghost Realm Gaming and Rear Wheel 72 battling it out for 8th, 9th and 10th. Dylan Curtin holding on to 8th then at the minute. Ghost Realm Gaming looking a bit dangerous though. Wheel 72 trying to stay bolted onto those Lexus as well to help drag him down the track. Affect down in 11th position, so he's 22 seconds back is Manny now, so he's not going to see anybody else pretty much for the rest of the race. So Luke Doherty, pressure getting to him a little bit, he's holding 4 seconds of penalty, and he's only got 1.3 second gap from second place Raoul. Raoul's managed to make a break from Reg GT. Himself 1.4 seconds gap back to the Honda driver, also picking up a penalty. Raoul running cleanly at the minute. Keeping the gap at the minute is Luke. He's seriously got to think about dropping that penalty. If he keeps that, he'll even lose the position to Reg GT as well. He'll end up in third. P1RC has managed to get himself past Mockin, then up into 4th position. Benny still in 6th. So again, he came from the back of the pack. Not quite had as much luck as Raoul and Reg GT though in race 2. Second penalty there though, Benny. So these boys chopping chunks of corner off somewhere to be picking up this kind of penalties. Dylan's up to 8th then, 1.1 back from Scooby. Positions. This will be the final lap, 1 minute 25 left on the clock. It's just starting to spread out a little bit now. So 1.1 second Luke Doherty has got over Rousey and Baba. Just coming onto this Mulsanne straight. Gap coming down below a second now. To drop the Honda driver 1.5 seconds back. He's still within striking range, so I'm going to take a slight mistake from one of these two, and Reg GT can quite easily take advantage. So big gap back down to 4th position then, 10.5 seconds. Side by side is P1RC with Rocky Weeks as they head into the first chicane. Rocky Weeks got the inside line. Can Diz run him around the outside? Yes, he does. So holds on to 4th. Rocky Weeks having to go a little bit evasive. Don't really have to, but he'll pick up a penalty for that, 0.5 seconds. Drop that one, he's in the slipstream there. So Benny just in the background, still holding that 3 seconds penalty. Dylan Curtin 7th, 1.4 seconds penalty. Ghostdrome and Scooby side by side into the second chicane. Ghostdrome holding out onto 8th. Scooby getting a good exit though. Around the outside of Ghostdrome. Can he get to the front before Mulsanne? Still side by side down here. Looks like Ghostdrome's going to hold on to it. Drops his penalty, breaks a little bit early, allows Scooby through then to take that 8th position. Dropping his penalty right off there then Ghostdrome. So Raoul has managed to get himself past Luke Doherty to take the race lead. Sorry we missed that, I was looking at what was happening back there. Pulling out all sorts of time as well, 1.8 seconds. What are you playing at, Raoul? Doherty then. So it must have been Luke getting it a little bit wrong to allow Reg GT to close up as well. So he might even lose that position before the end of this race. GT looking at every angle possible to get past him. Around the outside through the Porsche curves then. Good move by Reg GT. Doherty actually ghosting out, just trying to lose a little bit of that penalty. So let's stick with Raul then. So we've got the chicanes to go. So past the pit entrance, through the first of the chicanes. Hard on the brakes into the second of the chicanes. Comes across the line. No handbrake. Take the win. Reg GT. Handbrake kind of for Reg. Takes second. Luke Doherty third. He's dropped his penalty now at last. P1 is going to come home in fourth. Dylan Kjorton in fifth. Benny in sixth, just losing his penalty. Mockin week seventh. Bit of a wiggle from Mockin. Scooby in eighth. Handbraking across the line. Ghost Realm game in 10th. Rear wheel in 11th. Ghost Realm in 9th, sorry. Rear wheel in 10th. And Manny just got the chicanes to negotiate himself. So he's going to bring home 11th position. So yeah, unfortunately we didn't have Baggy for race 2. We missed Don Dotter for both races. Bit of a shame. So Team Nissan taking the win then, quite comfortably this season. Lexus in second and Honda in third. Raul actually taking the individual win as well there. So yeah, good season from the P1 boys in the GR2s. It's not always been, I'm not saying they're dirty, and it's not always been the cleanest. There's been one or two off-track moments, as you've seen tonight, but these boys they don't drive to knock people off. I wouldn't commentate them if they were just a bunch of bumper car drivers. That'd be the end of our relationship between P1 and the Dark Smoke. So that was the finals of P1RC's GR2. Not too sure, when did you say this season was starting again? 13th of August, Bags, I think, for the next Thursday League. So make sure you stick around for that. What we got coming up? Sunday night, N300s, 9 o'clock, P1 boys again. So that's the old Scoobies and the Sylvias and the Supras and those sorts of things. I've still got to do race 1 catch up because I was ill last week. So I've got to do race 1 catch up. So look out for that hitting the channel some point over the weekend. Might even be tomorrow night. And then yes, Sunday night 9 o'clock. Next Wednesday, myself and CJ, who's been in the chat, he might still be in the chat, he and I are doing a collaboration for Next Gen Racing's Race of Winners. So that's all the race winners and runners up from all the leagues that Next Gen run, all chucked into a lobby, 4 races, 4 cars, 4 tracks, and they gain the moniker of Race of Winners champion. Winner of winners, champion of champions, whatever you want to call it. But it is Race of Winners. Next Wednesday, 8:30 start there. That'll be myself and CJ. Come and check that out. And then yeah, got a few weeks break, a couple of weeks break until Next Gen all kicks off again. So you might not see a lot of me in the coming weeks. We'll see what happens. But that's about it. I'm pretty much going to end the stream there. So I hope you like what you've watched. Give it a like, give it a subscribe. Tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Darksmoka. I'm out of here.